Good evening. Welcome to Chasing Fruit Loops. I'm Princess Jerry Cannoli, and with me tonight is Kim Gambino from the Helping Hand Rescue Mission. Kim has a really great story to tell us how everything started, and you're really going to be floored about what goes on in her world. Hi, honey.
Hi. So good to be here with you.
Too. Thank you. Kim gave me this gorgeous, gorgeous necklace. It has a little mustard seed in it, and it has two little sayings on each side. It's really a beautiful necklace. I will take it off and I will post pictures later. So tell us all about the mission and how the mission got started.
Oh boy. Well, the mission got started in 1965, and I always call it a story of love and a story of faith. And it was started by my parents, who got married they met in February, they got married in September, and they were going to be taking a job as directors of an established rescue mission in Texas in January, February. So they had a little interim time between their wedding and when they were going to Texas. So they decided that they would take some calls for local pastors. They were both in ministry, and they wanted to help people and share, the gospel and things. So they took calls, and one of the calls came from a pastor, and they said that there was a family in Huntington that needed help. So my dad went to go help. And when he got there, the mother had been sick for a few weeks. The house was run down. The dad was a recovering alcoholic. The kids were sleeping on cardboard over coil springs.
Wow.
And there was no food in the house, and it was just dirty. So my dad called my mom, and she called her mom, who my grandma helped them in the early days of Helping Hand Rescue Mission. And they cleaned the place up. They got some food. They were able to get beds. They were able to do all these different things to help. And then they kind of got things all together. And so later that night, my dad said to my mom, Rosemary, we're going all the way across the country. Why are we doing that when there are people right here in Huntington that need help? So she said, well, because that is a job with a salary, Jim. and she said a house and benefits and all those different things. And he said, Rosemary, let's dare to trust God, and let's take a little adventure. And so she said, well, we don't have a place to have. He said, we can start a mission. She said, we don't have a place to start a mission. And so he was always the person who would go find it. If it was to be found, Jim would find it. So he came home one day and he said, Rosemary, I found the place for us to have the mission. And so she said, what do you mean you found the place to have the mission? He said, I found a storefront on New York Avenue at 1138 New York Avenue, and the woman was asking $160 a month. Can you imagine $160 a month on New York Avenue?
No.
So she said, so he said, but I talked her down to 120. And so my mom said, well, that sounds like a good idea, but we don't have any money. And he said, yes, we do. He said, we have $125 left in our bank account from our honeymoon.
So probably wanted to kill him.
Yeah, so he said, let's close out that bank account and let's start a mission. He said, even if we can only be there for a month or 2 months, it would be great to be able to help some people. So they did. They closed their bank account, $125. And on November 15th, 1965, they opened Helping Hand Rescue Mission, $120 for rent, $475 for cleaning supplies and whatnot. Some people gave them some chairs and different things to open the mission. And they opened with 25 cents capital.
Nice.
Not knowing if they would be open for a month or 2 months, and now this is ending our 54th year.
That's a lot of years.
It's a lot of years.
Yeah.
And, my mom passed away 2 years ago unexpectedly of cancer. We didn't know that she was sick, and it was just a very short 2-week period from when she was diagnosed to when she passed away. And, I'm not a big fan of cancer at all. So anyway, but in those years, I'm 53. I just turned 53 last week. And in all the years, 53 out of 54 years, I grew up in the mission for the first 23. Then I took a little adult life sabbatical to go do some things I felt like I wanted to do and things like that. And, I always think of it as like God pulling on my heart, drawing us back to the purposes and the plans for our life, and ended up back at the mission about 11 years ago. And I'm just really thankful. It's a blessing of a place, and it really is a miracle kind of in the midst of happening. It's always evolving
Always
and always
something going
growing.
on.
Always, it's always exciting. There's never a dull day at Helping Hand Rescue Mission.
And tell us what happened today.
Today we had baby blessings. It's my favorite day all month long. Well, I have lots of favorite days, but this is like my really favorite day because it's a day where we celebrate moms and their babies, and we help to provide for their needs. We have a nice breakfast. Baby Blessings started, it's 2 years ago in September actually. And it started because we were noticing that we had more moms coming in for diapers and we didn't have the sizes that we needed. And it was discouraging when someone comes to you and they ask for help. Especially when you have a big sign out front that says Helping Hand Rescue Mission and you don't have what they need. You want to have what they need. So we kind of thought about different ways to help meet the need. And so I thought, well, what if we had a special day every month and we collected baby items and we raised money to get diapers or had donations of diapers, wipes, formula, things that babies need. And we had like a special time for the moms to come and have some time out of their house and out of, just life to take a little time apart, which is always good. Fellowship with other moms is a good thing. And so we started Baby Blessings, and we had 16 moms that first month.
Wow.
And it was at the mission we have a multi-purpose room. It serves like as a chapel and a whatever else we need it to be. It changes. Every time I open those doors, there's something else happening in that room. It's really funny. So we had 16 moms that first month, and then over the first year, it grew so much. And it grew so much that we couldn't fit everybody in that room anymore.
Uh-oh.
And we have a small parking lot at the mission. I think it has 17 parking spaces, if that, maybe 15. But we had people parked and double parked and parked down Broadway, and it was just unsafe with babies and toddlers, and people were carrying packages and strollers. The community has been so kind to give so many things for us to share with these moms every month. So we were thinking about different ways, thinking about possibly having 2 Baby Blessings events, but that's a lot to do. So we were talking to a local pastor, Danny Rivera from Huntington Assembly, and he said, well, why don't you have it here at their church? And they have a big, beautiful facility. And I said, really? And he said, yeah. He said, come on. So we were using a smaller room. It was bigger than the room that we had, but a smaller room at their building. And we outgrew that room in 3 months. So
and how many are you up to now?
Well, today we had 97 moms and a lot of babies.
You see the look on my face, right? I'm like totally floored.
Lots of people, lots and lots. And it was really, we had breakfast. And
did you cook it all?
I did. I made French toast.
It's my
Oven
favorite.
French toast. I like to make it. It's the kind of French toast that you mix everything the night before.
Yeah.
Kind of like Christmas French toast, that you make on Christmas morning. And so I mixed everything up and then just baked it this morning. And we have at the mission, we have a commercial kitchen.
Nice.
It's nice. And so we had French toast and sausage and fruit and juice and coffee. And, it's nice for the moms to be able to just come apart and, away from life. Yes, and it's such a beautiful room.
You
and
get
such a nice place to have everybody all together.
And they're talking.
And we have
like
music, we sing, and I like to play the piano, so I do a little playing and singing, and just talking to them and hearing about people's lives sometimes is important. Taking time to understand where people are coming from. And understand
not everybody has
understand
it easy.
Their needs. No, they don't. Right here on Long Island, there are a lot of families that struggle.
It's funny because up in Jersey, I was dating somebody from Jersey, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to Long Island. This girl's rich. Everybody on Long Island's rich." Oh. Yeah, well, on the way home, I took him through a couple of side streets.
Sure. Yeah.
And yeah, we'll talk about Craven Street over there. Oh. Yeah, I took him right down that street, and he's just like, "Are we in the ghetto?" It's like, dude, I'm like, everybody on Long Island is not filthy rich as you perceive.
No.
And when you see my house, you're going to understand what broke joke is.
Aw.
And, he was cool with it. His parents didn't have a lot either. And, they bumped up as, they got older.
Mm-hmm.
So he was very understanding about the wonderful neighborhood. And, after a while, when I lost the house, he was just like, now you're going to move. I said, I'm moving right around the block. I said, it's not far. I said, now I don't have to pay anything except for once a month. There you go. And that's all I have to do and close my eyes. I don't have to worry about the oil burner. I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about that. And it was just, it was
Very good.
worked out well.
Yes.
But yeah, Long Island is not as rich as everybody thinks it is.
Aw.
But,
We do. We see a lot of families, and all different kinds of families. A lot of working poor families that are just making ends meet
Making
every
ends
month,
meet.
and then if a car breaks or an unexpected bill comes up, then they find themselves in a really rough spot.
Thank God for
But
my
we see a lot of very
mechanic,
hardworking families that.
It's very hard on Long Island. The rent is, I don't even know the word I'm looking for, but the rent is just really out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, my girlfriend wants to know where Hi, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie Donadeo wrote in, Princess Jerry Cannoli, please get the info on where and when donations can be brought to them.
Oh, they can be brought to Helping Hand Rescue Mission, and we are at 225 Broadway in Huntington Station. It's just 5 blocks east of the Huntington Station Railroad, and we accept donations on Wednesdays and Fridays from 10 to 4. Those are the best days to bring them. And the reason that those are the best days, on Thursdays we serve community lunch, and it's a really busy day, and with our small parking lot, I hate for people to get jammed up, So Wednesdays, I always know that I have people on hand to help unload cars and bring things in, and we have people to sort donations, and Fridays as well. So it works out well.
And what else do we have
thank
coming
you.
up?
Oh, goodness. We are in the middle. I left Baby Blessings and I went back to the mission, and we're in the middle of back to school. And back to school is another great time. We are getting ready to pack Wednesday and Thursday 324 backpacks. And then next week we'll do an additional 70 to possibly 100 depending on need.
And this is all through donations.
Yes, it's a blessing. I have to tell you, and I have to tell the Huntington community, you guys did an amazing job with providing donations of school supplies and backpacks and helping us with fundraising. We had our summer boutique sale this year to help raise funds for it, and everyone came out and supported. We are so blessed in our community to have such loving neighbors and people that really care, and local supporting churches. Through the years, my parents worked really, really hard to build relationships with people and to establish relationships. And it's great to have those relationships continue and to have new ones that come along and to kind of just build on that. And I really love it. And I appreciate everyone so much for everything that they do.
It's got to be a lot of hard work.
It is a lot of hard work. There's a lot of physical work involved, but we have, and we do the work. I work.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of volunteers that come. Like tomorrow, we have teams of people coming to pack backpacks all day tomorrow, all day Thursday.
Wow.
And they'll be packing. And we have so many supplies and so many things to share. They go down fast, though. Once you start filling those backpacks with the lists, those supplies, after you put 30 pencils or in a bag and, packages of paper and notebooks, the supplies go down very quick. It can look like you have a lot, but once you start packing, it's different. But so we're going to be doing those Wednesday and Thursday pretty much all day long. And then those are distributed on Saturday to families in the community.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back, and we're going to talk more about what goes on at the Helping Hand Rescue Mission. Bob, commercial break. Okay, maybe not. Okay.
Oops.
All right, I guess we're not having a commercial break. Anyway.
Okay,
we took a commercial break and we're back. All right, I guess he must have stepped away. So you were telling me about, I forgot the woman's name that did the clothing.
Oh,
First Day
Allison Von
Clothing, yes.
Vange. So, Allison Von Vange teaches at the Woodhull Primary School. She's a teacher. She's been teaching for quite some time, and she's a good friend. She and her mom I've known now for a couple of years, but they've known the mission beyond that. But I just really got to know them in the last couple of years. And Allison helped last year with packing the backpacks and helping to organize things. So this year she told me she wanted to help again, and then she said, "But I have an idea." So I'm always open for new ideas. It's good to have, different things. So she said, "Well, what if we get new outfits for all the kids for back to school?" And I said, "For the first day." She said, "A new first day outfit. Wouldn't that be awesome? They'd have their new backpack and their supplies and a new outfit." So I thought, well, in theory, that sounds like a great thing. What kid wouldn't like a new outfit? But then I thought to myself, we've got like 300 kids, 320 kids, 325 kids, however much it is, but it's a lot of kids. And then I could picture in my mind the clothing for 300 children at the mission with all the other stuff, with the school supplies and all this stuff. And I just thought to myself, this is just a recipe for disaster. I just can't. So I said, "Allison," I said, "it sounds like a really good idea, but we definitely can't do it at the mission." And she said, "Well, I'll do it at my house." And I
This
thought
sounds like stuff my friends get me
Alice
into.
is like really Allison is really ambitious here, and so I said, "Allison, that's going to be a lot of stuff, coming and going." And she said, "Well, people can drop it off at my house." And I said, "Well, okay." And just to be honest, which we can be honest here, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know how it was going to go, just in all honesty, because collecting that many clothes is really a huge endeavor. And to have them organized and to have them ready for distribution. Not that I didn't think it would happen, I just didn't know how well it would happen.
Right.
But let me tell you, Allison and her mom and their friends and some of Allison's students and former students and friends and people on Facebook and all these different people just blessed this endeavor so much by giving, that when I went to Allison's house and saw they sacrificed their living room and dining room for like a full 5 weeks, and she had everything so neatly organized. She bought these giant Ziploc bags on Amazon Prime Day and put the kids' outfits in there, their backpack number, their name, so that when we pack these things tomorrow and Thursday, they can go right in with their backpacks. And
Wow.
we have first day outfits for 300 children. So I want to say thank you to everybody who helped with that. Is that amazing?
I'm
just
like
I am
floored.
so blown
You
away
told
by
me before.
It makes me so excited because,
like-
I mean, we at the mission have given out clothing at back to school time, but we haven't had the means to give new clothing. We get gently used clothes most times, which are very nice clothes, but who doesn't like something new?
Of course, especially
And
on the first day of
every
school.
commercial you see is about back to school, and all those things. And some of the parents have said it's hard to go school shopping.
And some people
and
have like more than one child.
Yes, and so they are so excited to be getting these outfits. And you know what? They're not just plain old clothes. They're like whatever t-shirt. They're such cute outfits. You can tell the love that was put into people selecting these things for these kids.
Wow.
And that means so much.
So they had like a list, and what the kids actually wanted, or
Well, we took the sizes of the children, and then you have their age, and if they're a boy or a girl. We didn't get to, except there's one boy, I have to tell you. He asked for something for Toy Story, and even though we're not doing that for everybody, we kind of did it for him. I don't know if I should say that out loud.
Oops.
But anyway, but it would be too difficult to get them for everyone, specific colors or things like that. But what I'm telling you, there are adorable clothes and cute things for the boys, polo shirts and shorts and khakis and jeans and little dresses for some of the girls. Cute, cute stuff.
very cool.
So our backpack comes with an extra bonus this year, so that's exciting.
That is very exciting. Okay, we're going to try that commercial break. You there, Bob? Okay, I guess we're not taking a commercial break again. You can cut through. Yeah, there's a lot going on over here.
That's okay.
All right, we're taking a commercial break. We'll be right back.
ALJ Service Center, 2100 Belmore Avenue in Belmore.
Ray and the crew have an outstanding reputation in the Belmore community, built by hard work, honesty, and professionalism. ALJ specializes in computer diagnostics for today's modern automobiles. Whether it's domestic or foreign, ALJ assures your vehicle is at peak performance when it leaves. ALJ also offers expert restoration and repair on vehicles as well as antique, classic, and muscle cars. Call ALJ for your automotive needs. 516-409-4433. Once again, that number is 516-409-4433.
This is Jerry Ann Casola. She has just finished working on a collection of short stories about the love and joy rescue animals can bring. Each chapter contains a message about how people should and could be kinder to animals. The book is rated G, meaning family friendly. To order Life in the Pits, send $13 to paypal.me/JerryAnn Casola. Welcome to Tristan Morris Photography. We specialize in weddings, sweet 16s, and events of all kinds. Our highly trained team of photographers and videographers customize each shoot specifically for your event. Large or small, indoors or out, trust Tristan Morris Photography to show you and yours in the best light. Call today for your appointment at 516-541-6000. That's 516-541-6000. And enjoy our website at tristanmorrisphotography.com.
Pit of Our Souls, a nonprofit animal rescue that deals primarily with pit bulls but will never turn away any dog, no matter what breed or size. Their primary focus is not only to rescue and rehome those in need, but to educate and rehabilitate to prevent the cycle from continuing. Pit of Our Souls offers boarding, training, and as much assistance as possible to those in need. Call Pit of Our Souls 516-308-6221 or check out their website www.pitofoursoulsrescue.com. And we're back with Kim Gambino from the Helping Hand Rescue Mission. Alrighty. So besides the school stuff, what else is going on? What other things are going on down there?
Well, we're making our plans because before we know it, the holidays will be upon us. So we are already getting food drives in place and toy drives in place so that when the time, comes for those things to happen, we'll be prepared, because the number of families that we are serving grows every year.
Last year, how many? You said that the one time that I interviewed, it was like 400 and something turkey dinner things.
Yeah,
What's
we
it
ended
up
up
to this
doing,
year?
well, this year we're planning it'll be around 500. I think last year we did almost 500. It was very close. And, food boxes and turkeys, and that just all came together so nicely. We had a really nice kind of last minute donation of turkeys from another place that was having a drive that had leftover turkeys. Andre Sorrentino did it, and he was so gracious to donate several hundred turkeys to us so that we could really help to meet the need, and that was a blessing.
He really is a great guy, and he's out there doing stuff too. It blows my mind that
He's just very kind just to come and help us and to offer that.
He's very sweet.
Very caring.
Yes, I also saw the signs up that he's running for council or something like that. The signs are out. Yeah, it was like, I'm driving up West Hills Road because there's a little pony that I like to see. It's a little mini guy. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, oh my God, I have one of these signs. So I have to ask how I get one of these signs for my lawn. Because I will vote for him. He's such a nice guy. I've never met him in person, but everybody that I know, it just tells me so much good about him. And I'm like,
He was just more than happy to help, which was really nice.
yeah. Yeah. So,
You know, it's always exciting just to see how everything comes together from month to month at the mission. September, after we finish the backpack, September is kind of we continue our daily things. We have our community closet, we have our Thursday lunches, but we're working behind the scenes to get everything ready for November and December, because there's a lot of work that goes into organizing volunteers, organizing donations, all those different things. And then I believe in October, we'll have our fall boutique. The first weekend of October, I think, is when we're going to be having that. And that helps us to raise funds for that. No, go ahead.
Do you do anything for Halloween?
We have in the past. This year, I actually have to officiate weddings at the end of October.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be hard to do that, but we're going to try and fit in some kind of fall night. We'll definitely give away Halloween costumes. We do that every year.
Oh, wow.
But we've done pumpkin patches in the past. We've done family fall fun day in the past. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do that this year. I would love to be able to do it. We'll see how the schedule wears on. We're going to look at some of those things in September and see how that is. But it's always a fun time for the kids.
Yeah, fall is such a beautiful time.
And then we do have a very special thing though at Halloween time. We call it Operation Sweet Tooth, and we collect everyone's leftover Halloween candy. Last year we collected over 900 pounds of candy. And you know what we did?
See a look on my face, right? Like, here, candy.
We use it for a few different things. We repackage it, we re-gift it.
Oh.
And we put it for Thanksgiving. A package of candy goes in every food basket as a special little treat. You know, we tie it with little orange and yellow ribbons to make it pretty. Then we take what's left from that and we package it for Christmas because it's good candy.
Right.
You know, and most people need to get rid of their candy because they have pounds and pounds.
I am all for the re-gifting of the candy.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So we have kids that come and they pack the candy, and little kids come with their bags of candy. They're like, we trick-or-treated for a cause, and they bring their candy, and it's really cute. But it helps us. It saves the mission a lot of money because we before we started doing Operation Sweet Tooth, which there's a girl named Mary Fusillo from Huntington, and when she was little, she actually started this program, and I believe it was Cold Spring Harbor Schools, and she's grown now. But she started this, and her mom brought it to the mission, and we've been doing it for a long time. And schools collect, kids collect, families collect, offices collect. So if you have extra Halloween candy this year, you can bring it to Helping Hand Rescue Mission. We'd be happy to take it off your hands and use it for good purposes.
You make me want to go trick-or-treating now.
Did you notice everything is like fall already, though? I was at Dunkin' Donuts today, and they had pumpkin munchkins.
Yep.
I was like, what is going on with this? I was at the store, and all the fall decorations were out already. Yep. I'm not ready for that yet, honestly.
Have you noticed in the morning... I don't know if you get up at 5 a.m. like I do.
Yes, I'm a 5 a.m. person.
Have you noticed that it is like extra
cool and
dark?
Yes, but it's cool and crispy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And leaves are falling.
Yeah.
And leaves are turning.
It feels
already.
more like fall than summer. It really does. But I'm not ready for everything. I'm not ready for everything pumpkin yet. Not quite.
I am.
You are?
I don't like the heat.
Oh, well, it's been hot, yeah.
Yeah. For me, the colder, the better.
Oh.
It could be like 0. Mm-hmm. I don't care. It could be 30 out. I don't
I do
care.
like the snow in the winter, I have to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I get to drop Rudolph into 4-wheel. And then what we call at my house, it's run S over.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a machine that does most of the... gets everything. It's a little bucket truck.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we got to take the fence, we throw it on the bushes because we're lazy, and 5 minutes later, bang, and out Rudolph goes. Where are you going? Back in the day when I was drinking, we would pick up beers and pizza, and we would go run S over.
Okay.
It's always fun, you know.
Wow.
Fishtailing, and and I like, my friends will sometimes call me up and say, "Want to go plowing?" I'll be like, "Pick me up." It's always fun, but I like it much better. There was okay. So you are a pastor, a minister, ordained.
I am an ordained minister.
Okay, and tell us.
I also I'm the pastor of the Half Hollow Community Church, which is a tiny church in Dix Hills. It's on Seaman Neck Road, and my mom and I pastored there together for about 6 years. And we have a really nice, it's a 1 hour service. We only have one service a week at that church. Sometimes people say, "Kim, how can you pastor a church and run the mission?" And that would be very challenging. But we do have one service a week. We have a very small congregation, and it's a blessing in my life.
Yeah.
Because it's just it's important to me.
When is
to have that time. It's on Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock from 11 to 12, 11 Seaman Neck Road. You're welcome to join us anytime. It's a very traditional service. We sing hymns at our church, and it's a nice time.
How do you spell Seaman
Really
Neck?
nice. Seaman. Seaman Neck Road, 11 Seaman Neck Road.
And that's Dix Hills.
Yeah, in Dix Hills.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Dix Hills. Oh. And that's 11746. Yay. That is cool.
So after my mom passed away, I continued on there, and so most every Sunday I'm there. When I'm not there, we have guests that fill in.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I go out and speak on behalf of the mission, or I'm out of town, or things like that. But it's nice. It's a little white church with a steeple. It's an old-fashioned little place, but it is a very special house of worship, and I just love it.
And what do they have other worships going on there?
They do. We rent the building's rented actually to a Spanish congregation, El Grano Soy, the Great I Am, and they meet on Wednesday nights, Friday nights, and Sunday nights, and it's Spanish services. Really good people, really nice service.
Very cool. So you're very, very busy in the community. What do you do
I love
for
our
resting?
community.
Do you rest?
I do rest. I really do.
When?
Well, on Sundays after church, I really try to make Sunday a kind of a Sabbath to have some time with the family. And my favorite thing is just to get together with our family, or just to kick back at home with my husband. I have an awesome husband named Andrew, and he works really hard. He works for Consolidated Aircraft Supply Company, and he fixes electronics for airplanes.
That is really cool.
It is really cool.
Is that how your son got started in his career?
No, it's funny because my son is doing pretty much part of what my husband does. My son is in avionics in the United States Air Force. But Madison, my son, he's 23. He's just finished his first year in the Air Force, and he is working in avionics out in North Dakota, which is far away.
It's far away.
It is.
He's going to have some good snow.
It was 57 degrees below zero. You want to have cold? Go to North Dakota.
I might like that.
57 below, that
might work for me.
Jerry, that's very cold.
Might work for me. You don't know.
But Madison is just, I miss him, but I'm happy that he has, his career in the Air Force that he's excited about. So.
Yeah, it's something that he loves to do.
Yeah, he wanted to go to the Air Force for a long time, and I kind of told him no. I did. I told him no for a long time. I said, Madison, no, you can find something else to do. So he had finished 2 years of college, and he didn't want to take loans out for school. And so he got a job working for a tile company, doing tile for a while. And so one night my husband was talking to him, and he said, Madison, is this what you want to do? And he said, not really. So he said, well, what do you want to do? And he said, I want to go in the Air Force. So my husband came downstairs and he said, Kim, Madison wants to go in the Air Force, so I think we should support him in that. So I very reluctantly said, okay, and we went through all the testing and all the, things that you have to do before you go to the Air Force, and he was accepted, and we had such a proud moment at his graduation last July. That's like the best hug ever, the best out in San Antonio, really good.
Wow.
And
you're a proud mom.
I am a proud Air Force mama.
Is he your only one?
No, I have another son who is 26, and that's Drew. And Drew is a musician. He writes, he produces. He's very gifted. and so he is doing a lot of work in that field now. And then I have 3 stepchildren.
Oh.
I have AJ, who is 21, and he's a 4th-year student at George Mason University in the School of Engineering there, and is studying electrical engineering.
Wow.
Then Heather is 19, and she's in school in Virginia, and kind of leaning towards nursing or something in that.
Okay.
She hasn't quite decided yet. And then Gianna is 11.
Gianna's a cool name.
And she's going into 6th grade, and
Aw.
she's all excited. So.
And they all live under your roof? Or
No, they do not.
Because I was going to say,
They
that's
do not
some
all
Brady
live under
Bunch
my-
going on.
No, well, Drew is 26, so he's out on his own.
Right.
Madison is in the Air Force. AJ kind of comes and goes on his breaks. Heather lives with her mom down in Virginia
Oh, wow.
and goes to school, and Gianna lives in Massachusetts. So we have kids coming and going on breaks. We're a blended family. At our wedding, we poured the sand in the jar,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we call ourselves a sand family.
Sand fan.
But a lot of love, so much,
Yeah.
and a lot of our kids like each other, which is good. So when they're
That works
together, they
out.
really
Oh.
enjoy each other. And
Because I've heard horror stories, the remote control and this and that and the fighting. And
no fighting.
No,
it's just good. We have a good family. We're really very, very blessed.
You are very blessed. It is like so awesome to hear all this good stuff. Okay, mind went blank. That's great.
That happens to me several times a day, but that's okay.
I hate when
But I
that
do. I'll go from room to room in the mission, and it's like you go into a room, and it's like, what did I come in? I've started that part of my life now.
I walked up to my boss and I was just like, I'll be back. And he goes, did you have a senior moment? I was like, oh. Hey, I'm allowed a senior moment. I'm almost up there.
No, that's not that. I'm not far behind you, sister.
So only one day of pastoring. Did you ever think about taking like another night of pastoring? Or?
No,
Nope.
because I feel like all week long I'm pastoring. Because
Well.
the people that come into the mission for food, they come in for clothes, they come in for different things. A lot of times they come in to look for someone to talk to.
Yeah.
And when they share about things that they're going through, or they share about, struggles they're having or things like that, it's an opportunity for me to share with them about God's love. And it's always a wonderful opportunity. So I feel like outside of the walls of the church, but the mission itself really is a church. It is, we're a 501c3, but we're listed as a church. And, we don't have a congregation at the mission, but we have people that come and go all the time that are part of our church and part of the ministry of the mission. And so I feel like I do that every day, and it might not be conventional pastoring from a pulpit,
Right.
but I think that you can do a lot to share God's love just with giving a hug or saying a prayer or encouraging someone.
Just sitting and talking with them, having a cup of coffee
love
and
that.
calming them down, or okay.
You know what I love? I love when somebody comes into the mission and they come and they are sad, or they come and they feel overwhelmed. And then you have those few minutes just to speak to them and to talk to them and maybe say just a quick prayer with them. And when they say, I feel better, or every time that you pray with me, I feel peace, or, that it really speaks a lot.
That's good for you too. You
Yes.
know, it brings joy to you
Yes,
to
it
know
does.
that, okay, my purpose here is being fulfilled.
Yes.
And you go.
Yes, because I do believe that my primary purpose is to share the love of God and share the love of Jesus with
Definitely.
everyone that comes.
She showed me the love.
Aw, she has the faith as
Yes.
small as a mustard seed. And it says, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, nothing will be impossible for you.
Nope.
Nope. And you know what? I
Breaking
see
barriers.
I see that all the time at the mission. Like when we start Baby Blessings every month, we start with almost an empty room. And through the course of the month, that room fills up. Through the course of the month, the diapers fill up. It's just amazing how everything just comes together and how God just supplies all the needs. And there's not places or times of real, fear or anything like that. Now, I have to tell you, just in the natural, honest way, back in April, our whole air conditioning system broke. Like the air conditioner that's on top of the building that they have to put with a crane, that's like thousands and thousands of dollars. And when that broke, I was scared. And I did like a Facebook Live. I was like, oh my goodness, I sent out a small email to some people from the mission that have supported us and things. And within just a few days, people came together to replace our air conditioning system.
That is so cool.
Such a blessing,
It's
and it
so-
took the pressure and the stress of having to do that off. And, I always think that God moves on people's hearts to help and speaks to them to help, and it's a blessing.
And there you are pacing back and forth, chewing your nails.
Sometimes,
I know.
well, if it depended on me, it would be a very scary thing. But when I think about, infinite resources, I think that's what God has, infinite resources.
And these little things right in front of us, let me tell you something. This is a gateway.
Yes,
that
it is.
really is a gateway.
Oh, yes. And you know what? So a lot of times when we're in need, like if we have a family that comes and I don't have the proper sizes for them or they need furniture, I pop it on our Facebook page, which you can follow our Facebook page at Helping Hand Rescue Mission if you would like to. We'd love to have you follow us there. And, I can say we are in need of clothes for a girl size 5T and a boy size 10, 12, and a mom size 14. And people come and they bring those things and we're able to help the families. And so the Facebook thing and the social media has been a big help.
Yeah.
In doing
My
all those
girlfriend
things.
does furniture restoration. I just tagged her for furniture.
Oh, yeah. Now,
She
we
does some
don't have the
amazing
resources
stuff.
to take furniture to the mission, but if people send me pictures of furniture, then I can send it to a list of people that we have that are in need of furniture, and then they go directly to the people's house and pick it up.
Okay. Robin, I hope you heard
So that helps a lot
well,
of
I'm going to
times. It's
see
very
her
good.
on Thursday anyway. Somebody talked me into going to the Maury show.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. All right, we're going to take one more break and we'll be right back. We'll wrap it up then.
ALJ Service Center, 2100 Belmore Avenue in Belmore. Ray and the crew have an outstanding reputation in the Belmore community, built by hard work, honesty, and professionalism. ALJ specializes in computer diagnostics for today's modern automobiles. Whether it's domestic or foreign, ALJ assures your vehicle is at peak performance when it leaves. ALJ also offers expert restoration and repair on vehicles as well as antique, classic, and muscle cars. Call ALJ for your automotive needs. 516-409-4433. Once again, that number is 516-409-4433.
This is Jerry Ann Casola. She has just finished working on a collection of short stories about the love and joy rescue animals can bring. Each chapter contains a message about how people should and could be kinder to animals. The book is rated G, meaning family friendly. To order Life in the Pits, send $13 to paypal.me/Jerryann Casola. Welcome to Tristan Morris Photography. We specialize in weddings, sweet 16s, and events of all kinds. Our highly trained team of photographers and videographers customize each shoot specifically for your event. Large or small, indoors or out, trust Tristan Morris Photography to show you and yours in the best light. Call today for your appointment at 516-541-6000. That's 516-541-6000. And enjoy our website at tristanmorrisphotography.com.
Pit of Our Souls, a nonprofit animal rescue that deals primarily with pit bulls but will never turn away any dog, no matter what breed or size. Their primary focus is not only to rescue and rehome those in need, but to educate and rehabilitate to prevent the cycle from continuing. Pit of Our Souls offers boarding, training, and as much assistance as possible to those in need. Call Pit of Our Souls 516-308-6221 or check out their website www.pitofoursoulsrescue.com.
And we're back with Kim Gambino from the Helping Hand Rescue Mission. So let's go over it one more time. What do we have going on at the mission?
Well, this week we're finishing up our backpacks, and those will be distributed to families that are pre-registered on Saturday. And then next week we give residual people that either are away this week or if someone's sick or anything like that. So that'll be next week. Then Thursdays we have community lunch. Then we're always collecting new and gently used clothing for our community closet, and we collect seasonal. So we're moving now from summer into lighter fall before we really do winter, which will be like beginning of October. We start accepting winter clothing. The mission is open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 4. We receive donations on Wednesdays and Fridays, and people can come anytime Tuesday through Friday that are in need of clothing. We have a food pantry that's open from 1 to 4. We have kids' activities that are scheduled. We have Happy Day Kids, we call it, because every kid deserves a happy day.
Yeah.
And when the kids come to the mission, they most times don't even want to leave. They're just so happy. We have a nice playground that a family helped to build for us years ago, and we just finished Vacation Bible School. That was really fun. The Trinity Orthodox Presbyterian Church came and ran it for us. This is like their 5th or 6th year doing that. And so we had a lot of kids just having a great time.
Wow.
Cheering and singing. And you know, when you see kids like that, you're just so happy for them to have happy memories of this summer. One lady said, "My kids look forward to this all year long." And I thought to myself, it's 4 days of Vacation Bible School, you know, but that is something that they look forward to. So we have, community lunches, Happy Day Kids, and I post upcoming events on our Facebook page, which is Helping Hand Rescue Mission. If you want to follow that, you're more than welcome to. We also have a website, www.helpinghandsrescuemission.org, and we're always posting things. There's a link there called Meet the Need on our volunteer link, and you can sign up. Then whenever we have needs for volunteers or items, you get an email, and you won't be inundated with emails, but it's just kind of like a little reminder of things the mission might be in need of at the time, or help that we might need in terms of volunteers and things. And it's a great way to sign up.
Very cool. Well, we are out of time, and once again, thank you so much for the beautiful necklace. I
Thank you
must
for
hug
having
you
me
because
again.
you're amazing.
Enjoy the time here.
Yeah.
And sharing with your audience. Thank you, everyone, for last time I was on the show. We did receive, you know, donations from people, and we're acquainted with some new friends. So thank you very much.
All right, and that's it. We'll see you next week on Chasing Fruit Loops. Have a great week.
Take care.